Hello and welcome back to Isolating Teacher. I think it's Monday the 18th of May. I hope you're all staying safe and keeping alert. So update from the weekend. Didn't really do much Saturday, but Sunday we pretty much spent all day at the allotment, minus a lunch break. And the kids were even entertained by painting the seed markers on wooden spoons. They quite enjoyed that, and I think a lot of people have enjoyed that as well.
End of Sunday, I don't know what day that is, but we definitely have a definitive edge.
As we were leaving the allotment, we saw some youths playing football. I might be wrong, they may all be from the same household. It seems very unlikely, and it's just a bit annoying because obviously if that's happening here, what else is happening across the country? And therefore, in a few weeks, we'll probably see another peak. So today, big news in the world of Wiltshire. Household recycling centres are reopening, and I wanted to see how busy it was. It was busy.
Here's the queue for our local household recycling centre. First day of opening. I know some others have opened previous to this. That's where the queue is. I'll quickly run to the other end.
So again, hopefully everyone's keeping alert, but you do wonder if everyone is making an essential journey to go and recycle their waste. Don't know, considering the advice is sort of like stay at home as much as you can unless you actually have to go out of the house. I wonder how many of those actually had to go out of the house.
So there's the end of the queue, and I don't think you can even see the entrance up there. Madness. Absolute madness.
So I'll be leaving my rubbish in the garage for a few more weeks, I think. Then today, we've done some work.
Yeah, go on, divide it into quarters. What's in the sandwich, Rex? If that's a sandwich, what's in it?
Breaking news.
Oh,
Bum juice.
bum juice. Can you divide up the pizza for me, please? And what?
Not a pizza.
What is it?
It's my butt.
It's your butt. Okay, can you chop your butt into
That's
quarters,
my
please?
face.
It's your face. Can we
No,
chop
your face.
my face? Can you chop my face into quarters, please? Yeah, right down the middle, and then right down the middle. Lovely. Thank
Right
you.
in your nose.
Right in my nose. Thanks very much. Daisy, what are you watching?
Something about facts and opinions.
Facts and opinions. Oh, I say. Is it about what the difference is?
Not sure.
Not sure. Sorry. Maisie, what's a fact? What's an opinion?
A fact is like, so Washington DC is the capital city of America, and then an opinion is what you think. So like one of my favourite like cities in America is Boston.
No Joe Wicks, because we were exhausted from the old allotment jobs. And then we've played on today's console of choice. One thing I do want to say is if you have any questions for this week at all, like the last episode where we had Maisie and Rex saying the questions and then cutting to my answers, if you've got a question this week, why don't you email a video of you asking the question to isolatingteacher@gmail.com. Try and make sure it's landscape, okay, rather than portrait bad, landscape good, okay. Again, whatever the questions may be, the more interesting, the better. And then you can be on the video. Amazing.
Here is today's console, the Nintendo Game Boy with magnifier accessory. However, trying to film that and play on that would just be crazy. So today we're going to use the Super Game Boy, which basically means you can play a Game Boy game on a Super Nintendo and connect it up to the TV. Jobs are good 'un. Here's the games. Super Mario Land 1, 2 and 3. Dr. Mario, Mario Golf, which, you know, my brother, I remember playing hours on. Tetris, Tetris 2, Tetris Blast, Quarth, which is worth 15 quid. Who knew? Lemmings, World Cup, Kickoff, and F1 Race. Just to show you there is a Game Boy game in a case, because obviously you need Tetris because it's that good.
This is Maisie's first ever game on Tetris. Okay. She's watched me play. Doo-doo-doo. There she is. Where are you going to put that one, kiddo? You're going to spin it? Interesting. Yeah, you could go down and then you could you put that cross underneath. Go across, cross, 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 cross. Keep going again. Oh. We're going to put that one. I'd go all the way to the left. Go to the left, 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 go to the left. Yeah. That's it, you can press down if you know where you're going to go. There you go. Oh no.
No.
Right, jump. Oh, you could have got that. Is that you?
No.
Whoops.
I don't know how to jump.
Well, press a button. Press a button. There you go.
Yeah, so now you just got to press that one when you
Do,
get
do, do. That's it. You're not getting the boxes. Ah. Mushroom. Watch out! Oh, yeah. Press that.
Stop.
Just go C. That's it. You can go down the tube. Dub 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 dub. Ah, there we go. Macros.
Zone.
Go on then. Oh no.
Let's
You,
start.
oh no. Doesn't look like you're going in macro zone. Go on. Go in macro zone.
It sounds like macaroni zone.
Where are you gonna go, Rex?
Down the ladder.
That's a big Mario there. Oh no. I want to see that. Go down. Go down. Oh, you didn't go down. That's hilarious. Don't go on. Press go down and look what happens when you go to the turtle. Oh, num 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 num.
Where will I go?
You're in turtle zone.
Zone. There's a big green whale.
There you go. See. Ah, coins. Yay. Right, watch out then. Watch out. What's going to be in here? Oh, jump up there. Oh, oh dear.
Butt line. You butt line. You butt line.
Okay. Right. This is for. Oh, look at that. It's even got Uncle Matt's initials on it. Well, let's ruin his game. Oh, let's continue his game. Right. So I'm gonna. If I press buttons, that's where I've got to go. Can you see the black spot with the pole in it, Rex? Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Well, that's where I'm going. Right. Here we go. I'm gonna go for a big. Sure. Good cameraing, Rex. I'm gonna go for a big one. Oh, that's actually amazing. Plop, plop.
In the
Plop.
sand.
No, the sand is the dotty bits. That's the fairway. I've hit a worldie there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go 7 iron. I don't know. Is that going to go miles too far? Oh, a bit. Oh, it's not. Ah, I'll tell you what, that's not bad. I don't know it. Oh, don't go to the water. Whoa, I've spanked that. Okay, so I can hit my wedge pretty far. Don't go to the water, don't go to the water, don't go to the water. Oh, it's still in the rough. Woo!
I did go.
Oh, that's alright. Is that what's that
I
like?
did
What's that
go
like,
in
Rex?
it.
What's that like?
Good.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Let's just aim over here. Oh, yeah, banangas. There you go. Triple bogey. That's ruined Uncle Matt's game. Haha. Maisie is now playing Tetris on the real Game Boy with the screen enlarger and lights so that she can see it easier. With combined 6 AA batteries in there. Maisie said to begin with, it needed recharging, suggesting it had a built-in battery. Bless. So the last thing I want to talk about, okay, is there's been a lot of negative press about teachers recently. Certainly the Daily Mail headline on Friday about "Let our teachers be heroes," and basically saying that teaching unions are preventing teachers going back to school and putting their lives on the line for the benefit of children. Which, let's be honest, most teachers didn't sign up to be heroes. Most teachers wanted to help young people, but not at the risk of dying. Now, I'm not saying there is a risk of dying, but I've scrolled through the internet and been listening to a lot of arguments. So, I mean, I've made notes. They're not exactly clear notes, but I just want to sort of like condense as much as I can in here and just get something on tape, so that you may be undecided on whether schools should reopen, shouldn't reopen, and I'm still undecided. But this is the stuff that I have found so far. March 23rd, we went into lockdown. 6,650 new cases that day and 52 deaths. Yesterday, 3,142 new cases and 170 deaths. Now, obviously, we've had time, so the deaths have gone up, and the cases are coming down. They are coming down, but obviously we're going into the new phase where we're keeping alert. We're not staying at home, so I wonder whether those cases will start going back up and we'll start a second little cheeky peak. Don't know. So it's interesting how we've got more deaths and yet we're ready to go back to school, and then the new cases are only half of what they were at the start. So it's not like they've gone completely. And like I said, they may go back up again. The evidence why schools should reopen. According to the medical experts in the government, it is unlikely that children pass the virus on to anyone else. Okay, and that if they do get the virus, the children actually stay relatively unharmed from it. They only get mild symptoms. There's only about 2 children that I've seen, that I've read about, which is tragic. 2 children have died from the virus, which is tragic. But for the rest of the schools to close for that, yeah, I understand that. Obviously, the teachers are still at risk. You know, they're not children. They can still die from the disease. So they are just at risk. I agree, social distancing within schools can be done. Okay, and at the moment, schools are socially distancing because they are still open. Guidelines say that they should be having classes around 15. Now, in a normal classroom, 15 students in them, you're going to struggle to keep them 2 meters apart, and keep them 2 meters apart when they don't move, or when they're moving around, if they're moving around the classroom, moving in and out of the classroom. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult with the current guidelines. So we can do it at the moment when students are in, but when we get to 15 in the classroom, it's going to be very, very difficult. And I completely agree, disadvantaged students, those that are free school meals eligible, those that are in lower affluent areas are possibly getting disadvantaged, okay? And the gap between the disadvantaged and the non-disadvantaged probably widening. But that's not necessarily a reason for schools to reopen, because even when schools are open, they're only in for 7 hours a day. What they're doing the rest of the hours, that's not the school's responsibility necessarily. Or if you do think that they are being disadvantaged, open the schools to them. You can't guarantee safety. Michael Gove even said yesterday that actually schools are safe. Well, you can't eliminate all risk. Well, yeah, absolutely. And also, these are the medical experts that said that we didn't need to go into lockdown until much later than every other country, that we didn't need to go into a full lockdown like every other country, that we could still have large gatherings before the lockdown like Cheltenham Festival, that we did have enough PPE, but we didn't have enough PPE, and then they had the audacity to tell the nurses that they were wearing PPE incorrectly, that we didn't need to do loads of testing because there's no point in testing, and then the WHO came out and said you need to test, and they went, yeah, we need to do testing. Silly, you thinking we said that we didn't need to do testing? We need to do testing. And then we do herd immunity. No, herd immunity bad. So why should we suddenly believe that schools are safe, even though all the previous guidance that's been given about everything else turned out not so good? Private schools aren't going back. So these MPs that are making these decisions, their children aren't going back to school yet. So why is it, and if schools are really important and the education of these children is really important, and these next 7 weeks, so important, why isn't it not important for their children? It's also voluntary whether you go back or not. If you don't go back in and you don't send your child back in, then there's no fines, there's no consequences. So how essential is it if you must go back, but you don't have to? You don't have to. What will probably happen, okay, is students that need to go back probably won't. So the ones that haven't been doing the work in the homeschooling won't, and the ones that have been doing it will have the parents that are encouraging their children to go back to school will. So again, increasing that divide. Like I said, I'm not saying that I have the answers to any of this, okay? I'm just putting an argument out there and defending my profession. I want to help people, I want to help children, and I have been helping children. I've been working every day. There's so many people out there that are saying that teachers are basically taking advantage of the situation and having a long holiday. There are some teachers in schools every day. Children are still going to schools, including some that are planning on going in a half term next week. So to say that teachers are being lazy or they're having a long holiday or taking advantage of the situation is absurd. There are some people saying that that we are in a lucky position that we're not furloughed and we've got a job to go back to. Absolutely. But we are still working. So it's not like we've got a job to go back to, we're still doing our job. People are saying that homeschooling is really, really hard to their children. How much harder would it be if the teachers weren't there, setting work, giving feedback, supporting emails and replying to emails when parents are going, I don't know what to do, creating videos that are going on YouTube to support the online learning? Be a lot harder without any of that. Some people are saying that teachers' salaries should be stopped if they refuse to go back. Yeah, well, getting teachers and employing teachers and retaining teachers is incredibly hard. So by saying like you can't have your job anymore, or by putting off people from the teaching profession, it's going to be even harder. And then schools are going to be in an even worse situation. So I don't necessarily think that's the answer. At the moment, out of all of the teaching profession, okay, and I'm talking about anyone that works in education, the records state that there have been 65 deaths from people in education. And that's with only 2.4% of the students actually going into schools. If the government are right, then those numbers shouldn't change dramatically when the percentage of students go in. And I, for one, hope that the government are right, because if those numbers don't change, that's fantastic. I forgot to add, if you actually like your teacher and you'd like to say thank you, then Wednesday is National Thank a Teacher Day. So I'll put in the description below the link to the website where you can send an e-card to any teachers that you are appreciative. Appreciative? I think that's a word. You appreciate. If you like your teachers, say thank you. Until Wednesday, stay safe.